All right, welcome back. So we already have the authentication set up. What I want to try to do now is actually get our profile data from this profile table here. And just as a test, I'm going to manually put something in here just so we can test it. Later, we're going to actually be able to update it. I just want to have something to display that proves that we get this information. So I just manually changed the full name on my profile to my name. And now the documentation I'm using is the JavaScript. I'm not actually sure how we even get to this resource, but I just JavaScript client library for Supabase, Supabase databases. It says to install this. We already installed that. That's already here, so we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about all this stuff. And then here's some information for how we actually connect. It's actually the same exact connect as we're already doing. So right now we have our client connect and we have our server connect. Both of these will work. Actually, both of these will work for connecting to our database as well as our authentication, which is super nice. So we don't have to worry about changing anything here. It's all great. So now let's go to our layout.tsx. And what I want to do is in our layout, I actually want to try to get our profile. So we're going to look at fetching data. The first thing I need to do is create a Supabase. So we can see in the middleware how that's done. We see, not this middleware, this one. Actually, update session is right. Yeah, so where is, oh, no, I'm wrong. Sorry. I think it's in this one right here. Well, we're creating a server client. This is returning a Supabase if we await it. Let's see. So back into here, we're going to say const Supabase equals. I'm trying to remember where. Oh, you know what? I missed it. It's actually in this stuff here. We didn't actually do these last two because we don't need them right now for what we're doing, but this is how we create it. So Supabase await create client. Const Supabase await create client. Like that. Now await is saying it doesn't exist. So first we need to import create client. And we want to do the server one, not the client one, the server one. And for some reason, I don't know if that's a recent change. And then we're going to put async here. Now we can make this async because this is a server-side rendered thing. So await create client, and then let's see if we can get the auth here. Let's just see if this, let's try this whole thing here. I just want to see if I can, I'm not going to worry about redirecting because actually that's already handled by our middleware. And then instead of returning this, I just want to console log the data.user.email. I just want to see if it works. It says possibly null. We'll just assume it's not null. And then let's see what happens now when I refresh this. And we can see actually, there it is, my email's right there. Now this is pulling from the auth table. It's not pulling from the table that we want to pull from. But we have our connection to Supabase. So if we go back to this documentation for the API, this is how we fetch. So we are going to try to fetch from, and we need to, this is what we want, the .eq. Let's see. Selecting specific column, getting your data. I want to get not reference table. I just want the simple. Okay, whatever. We can use this one kind of as an example here. This is, so we have our Supabase connection. So instead of doing this, we're going to say const data error equals await Supabase, and then dot from, and it's from profile. That's what our table is called, right? Is it public pro? It's just profiles, actually, profiles with an S. So from profiles, and then we are selecting everything. And then .eq is going to be, oh, we do need this. Let's change that to user data user error, because we need to verify that the UID aligns here. So let's see. So we're going to say ID equals, oh, sorry. Is it ID and then, no. ID, and then that's going to be user data dot, wait, why doesn't it like that? Oh, it's got to be called the same thing. Data as user, no? Let's do this. User equals this. And then they're using aliases, which it can get kind of annoying. So we'll say profile equals this. And this will be user dot data dot user dot ID or UID. I think it's just ID. Let's try that. And then we're going to try console log profile. Dot data. Here we go. Oh, it did it. Actually, it automatically reloaded. Look at that. That seemed like I didn't know what I was doing, and then it worked. Sometimes it just works. And we can even do data.full name. We can't do data.full name because it's got a underscore. So we got to do it like this. Wait, why doesn't it like that? Oh, because this. Oh, this is so annoying. The syntax here is so annoying. All right, whatever. All right, that's fine. We'll deal with that later. Anyway, we got our profile now, and we got a console logging here, but I want to show it on my pages. And it's actually going to be kind of annoying to do that because I need to pass it to all of my different pages here. So what we need to do instead is we're going to have to create a context that allows us to use this profile anywhere that we want.